Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. I had a dream. Martin Luther King. So, told myself to take my medicine before I got on. I'm so sick of taking these iron pills. Where's me water? Where'd me water go? Okay. All right. In your wild streets. My ears are plugged. All right, y'all gonna elevate now. I just gave you elevation. Y'all gonna elevate now. I got that old time of rock and roll. All right. To be honest with you, my dad would probably be down within the next half hour. And the boiler people will be here, which is downstairs when I'm at. So, where you at? Where you at? Y'all paying attention to your dreams? I had wild dreams last night. Wild. Good morning. So many different dreams. I had elephants. Shocking. But I typically don't dream of elephants. And I questioned whether or not I had to do a Casper, my Ivy. A piece of ivory with the past life. But it didn't. But I had an elephant. And I lived in India. But it was my elephant. I remember walking home one day. And she had a baby. So there was a baby elephant that came running towards me. It was just amazing. And then at some point in my dream, the elephant died, the mom. And we must have had a funeral. And I remember dressing up for the funeral of the elephant. And I remember specifically the mother saying to me, you can't just wear the elephant around your neck. Like I took it off or something because it didn't fit. So I took it off or something. And I just wanted to put it on a gold chain. And I remember my mother saying, you can't wear it like that. It would get snagged. Somebody would steal it or something. She's like, you have to put it in a basket. She's like, do you have a basket? And I was like, no, my sister does though. I don't remember my sister's name in the dream. So then I looked up, the meanings. So to dream about a baby elephant, something challenging is on its way to you, but it's going to give you a lot of joy. That's been in the reads. And then the death of an elephant, you have to prepare yourself for a transformation. It's time to let go of your former life and embrace the new one. And then this is what a basket is in Indian jewelry. It's called a jumke. So it's like little upside down baskets. These things are freaking expensive. But you know where they wear them? For a wedding. So it's basically, it's almost like everything I've been reading, but in a beautiful dream. So I don't know if I'll eventually get married again, or the next person that comes in my life will be challenging, but I'll end up marrying, or if it has to do with a past life. Now, here's the thing about the dream, though. It was almost set in like a modern day situation. So I don't know if it was like parallel. I don't know if it was like another dimension. It was almost like here and now. So if you can remember your dreams, look them up, because a lot of people will be like, oh, they were scary or this and that. Like, what was that? And blah, 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 blah. First got out the world. But the meanings of them don't typically end up being scary, if that makes sense. Okay. So let me turn on the overhead. And then I had to question, like I said, if it was Casper. I have an elephant. For those who are new or don't remember the story, I have a elephant necklace, and it's made of ivory, that I've taken to get appraised into the jewelers. And I've only had one jeweler tell me it was definitely ivory, but legally they're not supposed to tell me if it is or not. Legally, they're supposed to report it, because it's an old piece. So they won't put money on it. It's illegal. And it's a jeweler's that sold it to me. I paid a pretty penny for that piece. So I won't ever get rid of it, but I know it's linked to a past life. I feel like at one point it was mine, and it was made before ivory was illegal, and it was made from love. It wasn't like money, and had to do with some type of death in my family. And they just got it done, made in time before whoever it was that passed away. I don't know if it was me or not. But I'm definitely attached to that piece of jewelry. I sensed it in the jewelry store, for those who don't know the story. Like, ways on the top of the shelf, they just got it from like an estate. They've had it for a couple months. They weren't sure if they were what they were gonna do with it, because you can't really put it on display. And I was like, do you have an elephant? They're like, what? I'm like, do you have an elephant in the store? Like a piece of jewelry, like an elephant. And they were like blown away. It is the only reason. And I battled with them. They didn't want to tell me nothing. They didn't want to tell me where it came from. They just told me it was an estate sale. But I think the only reason why they gave it to me, honestly, is because I sensed it. And it blew their mind. So he's mine now. And when I talk to somebody about it, it's definitely a past life. And I still have not connected with it like that. Like, I'm connected to it, but I have not connected with it because it's scary. It freaks me out a little bit. It's a world of emotions, but he's absolutely amazing. So, pay attention to your dreams, even if it's a color, if it's a bird, because basically everything I dreamt of has come out on the board. So it's just kind of extra confirmation. And if the message was honestly just for me, guys, I wouldn't be sharing it. Okay. So, and I didn't even want to look up the death of an elephant or an elephant funeral, because I was just worried about, so I get it. It's like some things you just don't want to look up. So with the world coming out first, I need my rings. But with the world coming out first, this is definitely a chapter ending. Good morning. And I just heard too, like somebody else's dreams. For instance, like mine, right? But somebody could tell you about their dreams. It's kind of like a message for you. I just got pulled to these bells. And I bought them both because it's two different sounds, but it's the same bell. Almost kind of reminds me of the baskets, but they told me to put my elephant in a basket. So and then obviously India was in my dream. I did not look up that interpretation. Dreaming about another country. A foreign land in a dream always symbolizes creativity and a desire for change. Such as a dream can indicate you're very much interested in certain people and culture, desire a new experience. You love animals and like to impress others. That's funny. Look forward to welcoming change. All right, so Mosh thinks she's cute. She did a long text. I did one the other morning. What was it? She's like, I love this super long text. Love you more. Oh, I did that one. With all the, me and Mia do like long text with little hats and emojis. So I threw one to the girls the other day. So yeah, absolutely pay attention to your dreams. This could be location, this could be travel, or it could be the end of one chapter and going into another one. I like the skulls there because it talks about transformation as well. So, and I just got pulled to the Moonlace Obsidian again. But I'm getting pulled in the sense of like a cave. Moonlight lace. A very special and extremely rare form of obsidian, recognized by unique structure. Let me see if I can get the spiritual. Keeps negativity energy at bay, gives you courage to face inner truths. But that's just regular obsidian. Elevates your consciousness. The moonlight obsidian. My dad has a snowflake obsidian. I thought that was cool. But I'm getting pulled to that as if like it's like in a cave, almost like a sci-fi movie. So I don't know what's up with that. High Priestess. It's either your Akashic Records, or it's you. It's intuition. Could have something to do with the moon. Ace of Wands, creativity. I just heard this is brilliant. And I'm not saying brilliant like UK, but when I say brilliant, I always get pulled to the UK because it's just something they say. Something might click. An idea. There could be travel there too. I don't ever pick up travel from the Ace of Wands. It could have to do with your dreams. I always say that because I picked up on the moon in the photo. Come on. It's too much light coming from a different direction. I just heard Aztec. There's another opportunity that's going to roll around. I don't know if it's the Aztec calendar. Mayan ruins, maybe? Definition of Aztec. I mean, we can go so many different directions with that. A member of an indigenous people dominant in Mexico and Spanish, 16th century, or a language of the Aztecs. Language that means Nuhaltal, the descended. It's like a great empire centered in the valley in Mexico, overthrown by Cortez and his followers in the 16th century. Okay. So there is travel within that card. I don't know if you're traveling in your dreams. It makes sense, right? I was just in India in mine. But mine didn't feel like a past life. Mine felt like here and now, which was very weird. So I don't know if it was like if we have different lives in different dimensions. I don't know how that can work simultaneously like that. But there's something like that. Because it was too modern. It was too, I just don't think it was a past life. I don't even know how to explain it. There's got to be a message here because it's ironic because the other day I was thinking about, I always wanted to go to Puerto Rico, but then I'm like, maybe Spain. More historical. A lot more historical sites, avenues, things to adventure. My dad's probably heading down. Is Puerto Rico a part of Spain? I didn't think they were. That's why when I said it didn't make much sense. Puerto Rico became a Spanish colony and remained a Spanish rule for 1400. Does Spain own Puerto Rico? I know it's like in the Caribbean, but where is Spain on the map and then Puerto Rico? Why am I doing this right now? What am I missing here, troops? What am I missing? Where is Spain? Okay, I know it's not going to show me, so it's on the other down below on the other side. I don't know if I can. I never said if I went to Puerto Rico, I'd definitely go to Hades. I was at the Turks. Not that close, but close enough. But in my dream or whatever I was saying, yeah, closer to the Caribbean, yeah, closer to Florida, yeah. In Spain and Europe, yeah. But when last night I was thinking to myself, like, are they together? I was just thinking it just confused me too. Because I was like, it wasn't last night. It could have been, but I think it was the night before. And I was like, what would I go to first, Puerto Rico or Spain? And I was like, I'd rather probably go to Puerto Rico. But honestly, I would just think I'd probably end up being Spain if it's like a cultural or educational. Like, I want to take educational trips and have a fucking blast at the same time. There might be travel here. I was talking to a coworker the other day, and she had on, it was actually just yesterday, and she had on, I have, you know how I wear Nefertiti, she had jewelry with her name spelled on it, but in Egyptian, in hieroglyphs. And I was like, is that your name? Yeah, but she didn't know much about it because her sister-in-law gave it to her. But she travels with her sister all the time, and she's like, I can't stand traveling with my sister. She's like, but we go every places. She's like, if we're taking a bus tour, I'm good. She likes like the educational. Her sister's like, when they have the GPS on, she was telling me a story. Like, her sister ended up deciding to go left, and she looked at it and was like, what are you doing? Because she goes off the beaten path. That day, they didn't have fun. I'm like, but did you have fun though? She's like, no. She's like, but other days when we've done that, yes. But she's weary. She'll go into like dangerous neighborhoods or, you know, out in the boondocks and not know anything. I'm like, that's my type of travel, buddy. You know, like, let's just go. If your intuition's telling you to take a left, whether the GPS says right or not, take it. There was a reason for it, you know? And they might not have had a great day and made their destination, but who's to say something would have happened to them if they followed the GPS? But see, that's the way my brain works, not everybody else's, right? But I was like, I need her name and number. She's like, she lives in, I forget. And then we started talking about, it was right next to Minnesota. What did she say? And I was like, oh yeah, I was born in Minnesota. One of my family in Minnesota. And she was like, she's like, so funny you just started talking like them. I'm like, yep, people say that all the time when I talk to them. My friends always know. She's like, that happens to my sister too. I was like, I need to meet this chick. Hold on. Guys, I just want to go say good morning to my mother. just gotta move my plants real quick. Shake it up, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Maximus. My cat's like, what is happening? Okay. I put the litter box in Caden's room for a minute because it goes in the boiler room. Max is looking at me like, what the frig are you doing with my litter box? Okay. I picked up the litter box. Not like it's that gross, but I'm like, and my plants. I took them in last night in case there was a frost. All right. So these cats are talking. I don't know if they're talking to you, but I'm talking. It got me talking. That's for sure. But I'm a talker. It's the air in my chat. Ooh, I can't get that one to stay or where I want it. That's fucking weird. It's like a puzzle piece. I can't stand when that kicks in. Okay, quit, leave it be. So, this is the second time I got pulled to my roosters. I got pulled to my roosters last night in the read too, and I almost said something and I didn't. So, roosters are protection. So something is definitely protected here. Is there any roosters? No roosters. Which is weird. There's animals like this has, I think that's a Norwell. Horses. Well, that's an owl. Tiger. Skulls. But roosters symbolize protection. It's ironic because I got pulled. Oh, hi, buddy. So I got my yellow one and my two white ones. Yesterday I was pulled to my yellow one. So this morning I was pulled to my white one. I don't know if you have statues that you think that are moving. The energy is wild. And I just wanted to ding my little thingy over here. I don't have my thing. Ding, 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 ding. Okay. So, again, definitely transformation. I just got pulled to the Mayans, the Aztec. I wanted to say I dreamt of Genie, but earlier it was MLK that came through. I had a dream. So, there's travel, there's excitement, there's opportunities. Use your gut here when you make a decision, but at the same time, you got to be smart about it. It's the wisdom. The wisdom doesn't come from your gut. It comes from, well, I don't know. Does anybody know that question? It comes from your soul, right? Ooh. Did I just stump myself? Do you guys know that? I know it comes from like past lives. It comes from experience. It's passed down. It must be a soul thing. Ooh. I haven't come across anything like that in a long time where I've questioned where it comes from. Your soul or your gut? It must come from your gut too. It's intuition. Wisdom comes from intuition. But it's like use your soul too. Oh yeah, see that's tough. I'm like even asking because it's like both. So this is not meant to be practical or rational or strategic. It's almost like on a whim, take it is what I'm getting. Because if it's it's an opportunity, you feel like you've missed it or it's coming back around. But I feel like she's saying make a smart decision. To make a smart decision, you have to put it all in one, right? But I'm not getting that vibe. I'm getting like if this is an opportunity, soul speaks through your intuition. Yeah, I don't know either, Amy. I mean, do we really know? Or is it what we're reading, right? It's one of those type of questions. Like, see, now I'm getting pulled to that as if it's like a mountain. I mean, it looks like a mountain, but and then I feel like I'm being pulled into a cave here. So I don't I don't know if you're going somewhere rocky, the mountains, if you're going hiking, there's hidden treasure. I don't freaking know. Even like, I don't think it's saying like Stonehenge or anything like that, monumental. It could be. But I'm also getting pulled when I just took that little mini hike with Loki. It was steep like that, so steep like I couldn't even climb up. But it makes me want to go and like touch the wall as if I can knock on the door. There's something with extraterrestrial energy too. So I don't know if it's like an invisible door. This is a wild reading. Wild. It's exciting though. So it's basically saying take it. Like don't use your logic, but your logic is there. Yeah, see that's tough. I don't know how to explain that, guys. I almost want to clear it again. And this isn't like clearing like that, but I can't even read that. Elevate, room mist, grapefruit and thyme, and notes of verbena, I love that stuff, and rhubarb. I don't know, Mia got it for me for Mother's Day. I don't smell the thyme, but a little bit of the grapefruit. So maybe it's saying different smells, different scents. If you see something picking up, like an air freshener, like if you get an air freshener for your car, don't always buy the same one. Buy something different. Maybe buy something with herbs in it. Because I don't even smell the thyme. Or the verbena. And I have an old spray that I absolutely love. I have no idea where it is. It's got to be years old now. There's verbena and something else. And I never finished using it, and I used it sparingly. And you know what? I picked it up at TJ Maxx, and this is where they got it for me too, is TJ Maxx. You always find random stuff. I love TJ Maxx. I haven't been in a while. You know me, guys. I don't really like to shop. See, this is more talking. The energy is talking. It's quick. I feel like there's highs and lows, though. Like, it could be consistent throughout the day, which is weird. Yesterday, at a certain point of the day, a low hit me, and it was very weird. And I'm like, this isn't even my fucking energy. This is weird. I don't know if I was sensing other people's energy, but it felt like mine. And then somebody came into work and she was pissy and sad. She ended up leaving because it was an emergency. Her son left in an ambulance. Like, it was wacky, but I felt like it was my energy, but maybe it wasn't, because it's something with highs and lows with this too. So I don't know if it's just like a burst of energy, like all of a sudden I have a burst of energy, but I didn't feel, even when I went to this reading, I didn't feel like I had a burst of energy until I sat down and here I am gabbing. Gift of gab, court, gift of gab. You have the gift of gab. Who would have thought it would have been a gift? But if you use it the right way, definitely a gift, right? This is like, you have to internalize this reading. Whatever this is for you, it's definitely one of those things where I'm going to put you a little lower because I feel like you have to internalize this, what this is for you. And I don't usually do a sideways reading because that will drive me fucking bananas. I gotta figure out a way to put you behind me. But come on, for you right now, focus. What is happening? Oh, it's like too close. I don't know what type of message that is for you. So I can't read like this, but maybe I'll pick up on something else because this is definitely like swipe or no swiping. Like, this is your energy to internalize, or it's being transmitted. It could be a transmission. I felt that the other day. When I put the binaural beats on. Would be rocking that beat. Didn't that song come in the other day? We'd be rocking Fergie. Didn't that come through? Oh yeah, so 2000 and late. All right, so now I'm seeing green, like a lizard. I didn't see that before. I actually think that might be a grasshopper. No, it's a dragon with that snout. And now I'm seeing an alligator, then like a grasshopper. Now it's two different things. What the fuck? And now it looks like another alligator snout. And when I was telling you guys, there's a butterfly there. Now I'm seeing all different animals. Before it was, I almost said a snorkel. Remember the snorkels? I don't remember the name of these. When before I knew exactly what the name was. Norwell, I think. Well, a Norwell is definitely a thing, but I don't know if it's a Norwell now. It doesn't have a tail like a Norwell. What the fuck? And now I'm seeing the butterfly. I didn't see it before. This, I saw horses. I didn't see the alligators before. 2 alligators there. That looks like a grasshopper. Here, I only saw the owl. Still looks like it's only an owl. And the tigress. 2 skulls. Sitting on a globe. I'm like, that's cool. It is the world. See, but now I'm seeing green when I didn't see it before. So maybe this does work for me. I don't see how it does. But now I'm picking up on the cup, the skull, the third eye, the J, the pole. Okay. Very abstract here, guys. But in all reality, when you're looking at my cards, you are looking at them sideways. I don't look at them like that. This is strange. The energy is wild. Like, I'm seeing how you're seeing them now because I'm looking at my computer up there. And that looks like a headdress. I mean, I see a headdress, but that all now it blends into like a huge headdress. Yeah, definitely all about perception for surezies. I wonder if there's some top-down projection happening. Because depending on how you learn, we see things initially upside down, and then our brain puts them right side up. Top-down learning. But your brain works so quick you don't even realize it. That's how it is. That's how complex the brain is. So I don't know if your brain is expanding, your DNA. I wouldn't say expanding, but maybe mending. Because when you have broken DNA, it can really fuck with you. Which is ironic now that I say that, because I saw something on the phone last night. A lot of things happened last night to me, apparently, without putting that together. It just felt like a normal night, but I was just scrolling. If you leave headphones in for too long, thank you. I don't think I sent it to me, but I didn't. It's like a radiation, or it's
your body's longevity nerve in seconds.
No, this is different.
This is the body's secret reset button.
But this might be interesting for you.
Stressed out all the time, or get anxiety, or you get so wired up that you can't even fall asleep. Gain gut issues, brain fog, inflammation, or fatigue, you're going to want to check this out. Scientists think that the vagus nerve might be the key to longevity because it actually can help out with all of those things. So here's what you're going to do. Find this spot in your ear. It's called the tragus. I want you to pinch it with 2 fingers, and on both ears at the same time, I want you to just roll it in circles, just like this, for about 30 seconds, or as long as it feels good for you. Next, I want you to find this spot in your ear, and you're going to do this on both ears at the same time. Again, circles, you can see my whole ear moving. This shouldn't be painful. Now grab this area, pull down and out. Would you do this? Let me know in the comments. Here's how you can turn on your body's longevity.
It's actually, I actually ended up looking that up briefly at work. I was busy yesterday at work. And a lot of people do a lot of Western Vedic medicine, or it's more like Chinese medicine. Do stuff like that. So they did an awesome fire pit. This guy, I like his advice once in a while. And I don't typically, this is the first time I've ever sent myself something in regards to him. So I know it's something for me to pick up on.
You want to get rich in this recession? Don't listen to the fear mongers. There's still plenty of money to be made. Here are my 3 best tips to beat the market right now. Number 1, buy stocks in emerging growth sectors. I like AI, think NVIDIA, chip stocks, advanced micro devices, and ChargePoint for a nice EV stock. Number 2, diversify by investing in cryptocurrency. I would start with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Platforms like Coinbase and public.com are a great place to start.
XRP
Number 3,
first.
Precious metals. In uncertain economic times, it's great to hedge your investments with gold and silver. Pro tip, also take a look at battery metal stocks like Lithium Americas Corp. For gold and silver purchases, I like Monex. So if you're looking to be more aggressive, these 3 strategies will help you maximize gains while others are playing scared.
Everyone wants to know your.
See, here's the deal. I don't ever send myself stuff like that. For me, there's an underlying message there for me to look into. It's not like I would never just invest in all that stuff, right? You got to be like smart too and think outside the box. If you're saying precious metals, it doesn't mean just silver and gold, right? It's just he's knowledgeable about certain stuff like that, which makes a lot of sense, right? You got to think long term and futuristic at the same time, and also how much you want to. What I just heard, what you should pull out of as well, right? So it's just there's investment here too. So basically, I didn't end up sending it to me, but it talked about like you should never like do an MRI and a CAT scan, like stuff, radiations, unless you absolutely have to, because it does break your DNA. Which I didn't even think about when I said something about DNA here. But then with the headphones, it's not good for your brain, not necessarily your brain waves, but you're just like the hearing, the pitch either, like it ruins it. It's like standing in front of a microwave that's just running all day long by keeping them in the ear. And it takes life away from you. Like it takes years off of your life. Like UPS drivers they use for an example have their headphones in all day. They're chatting. You know what I mean? They do make earbuds that are something. And they weren't even promoting earbuds. So there could be something with the ears. Oh, yeah, because that nerve was just something about the ears, right? So there's something with the ears here. In owls, their ears are on the top of their head. I think alligators too, but I'm not sure. I think I just made that up. Okay, so now my imagination is at play. So we have Neptune. Okay. Where are the ears located on an alligator? Didn't even say ears. It said my fucking voice. Alligators in the world. What? Where are the ears located on an alligator? Not ears. Ears. Fuck. Come on. You should be used to me by now. Come on, AI. You know better. Beyond their eyes. Behind their ears. I mean, what? What? Holy fuckle sticks, Courtney. Behind the eyes. And I thought I made it up. Okay, so see what I'm saying? This is wild. I don't know how this is being projected. It's definitely a transmission. And it is especially when I do that. I mean, our ears are still on our head too, but just, on the sides. I don't know what the fuck to say here. Baby, you can be my baby girl. You can be my baby boy. We can spend time. And something, and my voice, my tone is off. But that song just came through. What the fuck? But that's not even, that's the song, but that's not the part that I heard. And now I forget the part that I heard, which was probably more fucking relevant. Here we go again, heard with the ears, but my brain said something else. See, my brain can't catch up to my thoughts. My mouth can't catch up to my holy fuck right now. And I realize, like, when I say words, you know how it's always two words, but I put the first consonants together. Components, not components. Consonant, no. We got vowels and consonants. Continents. Oh, fuck me. Vowels. And a continent. Oh, fuck. Am I saying it right? And it's just my accent here. But anywho, now that I was studying the brain, it's just my brain is working so fast, my mouth can't actually keep up with my brain. So it forms. It comes out together. It sounds like I'm saying continent, but it's a consonant. Oh, fuck, I'm done. And I just got pulled to Continental Cablevision, which doesn't even exist anymore. But be careful with your cameras, because that's when they first started putting cameras in the DVRs. I think someone's watching you. This just took a turn. It could just be AI, but I don't know how I like that message. I don't know how to interpret that one. Especially sports networks. Yeah, you know what? That would make sense, right? A lot of people watch sports. You think if anything, it'd be on the news. But maybe a lot of people don't watch the news like you think it does. Like millions and millions do, but I wonder what gets viewed more. What type of entertainment or news gets the highest views? Cable news shows. Fox News, 8 most watched shows. The top 15. U.S. most watched news networks. 5 of the most watched sports. What are the top 10 watched things on TV? Apollo, Hawaii, no. Finals, that goes sports. Yellowstone, no. What are the top 10 networks watched? NBC, CBS, ABC, Fox, ESPN. Okay, so news and then sports. I did get pulled to sports first. So if you don't watch the news, it's the media is grabbing every aspect. This is pulling me to my whole brain thing. This is pulling me to Dallas method. It's like corruption. You got to be careful here. Anything with like sensors. We already know like AI with the phones. Our phones shouldn't even be that freaking close to us. Shouldn't sleep anywhere near us. Okay. I don't know if you're going to attempt to do a cleansing. It could be something with your health here. Health is not even here. This is more channeling. It's almost like I want to throw one more card to the mix, but I also wanted to do that. I guess let me just throw one more card to the mix. Look, they're all fucking messy, throwing me up. I can't even fix things sideways. Oh, I said it properly, too. I could have used my sideways, but I said sideways. Huh. Well, because it's like the waddle. I can't wait to waddle. I waddle on the beach a lot. Five of Cups. The fuck? The fuck? The fuck? With the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. And the Three of Cups. Too many people. The fuck did I put that out for? The fuck? Nah, fuck that shit. Let's do that again. It could have to do with the transformation, India, my dreams with the elephants. Remember, it talks about transformation, but a challenge, but it brings joy, but it could bring sorrow to other people, you know? 9 of Wands, stressed out, anxiety. All right, so what follows? I'm not going to put something out. What follows is, again, remember last night I said something about disappointment? But again, it's like the birth of an elephant. It's like a challenge that you have to get through. But it does eventually bring joy. Joy. I just got pulled to almond joy, so I don't know if it's coconut, and almond, or chocolate. I think almond joy is dark chocolate. I'm not positive. Like Junior Mints is dark chocolate, and I don't really have a taste for dark chocolate, but I can't tell it's dark chocolate. even with an almond joy, I can't tell. Dark chocolate is just healthier, so I'm assuming an almond joy is dark chocolate, but fuck if I know the way the fucking FDC, what is it? The fucking... Okay. Bouncing everywhere. The wonderful thing about Tigger's is Tigger's a wonderful thing. Tigger's had depression, right? Tigger had depression? Or ADHD? He had ADHD. So whatever follows. There's definitely a challenge that's linked to the Four of Cups. Again, it's pulling me back to like use the gut thing, your higher wisdom. But if you use the higher wisdom, you got to make a practical decision. But there's nothing here saying follow practicality. It's almost just like go for it is the feeling I'm getting, like a gut feeling. Like your gut tells you to go for it, but if anything, your brain would be like, skirt. I can't even do skirt. Can't even do that right. Last time I tried to do it too, it didn't come out right either. I just got pulled to like casino again. Didn't that come out last night? They don't even do this in the casino. I don't know why I keep getting pulled to the casino or gambling. This could be a gamble, guys. It could be like the whole roll of a dice thing. Just got to roll with it. I don't know. Rock with it. Roll with it. Lean with it. Brush yourself off and dust again. But it's dust yourself off and rock again. See, it's not even letting me know what the lyrics is. I don't... The fuck? What is the overall? It could be risky, or somebody feels like it's risky. Got the letter A. God, I didn't expect this one. Poetry, insight, mysteries, knowledge, seeking answers, banishing fear, acknowledge. It's the whole energy. Communicate clearly from the mouth of God. Spiritual clarity, wisdom, acquiring answers needed. Communication, insight, knowledge, which is everything when I keep getting thrown with the higher wisdom, with the high priestess. So, troopaloops. There's that. Radio receptive, radio interference. Didn't that come in too? All right, what do you want to say? Dragon tales, let's all go to Dragonland. Max and Emmy and Max. I know that's not how it was said. Dragonland, Golden Atlantean Dragon, bringing back your knowledge, gifts, talents, reclaiming your mastery. Trust that you are protected and walking the path of light. Deep blue dragon, baby beluga in the deep blue sea. I don't think the brain is going like a mile a minute. It could be. You have to learn to kind of settle that. That's not the energy I'm getting, though. It's more like, here we go at Neptunian energy. Spirituality and wisdom is available to you now. Developing your psychic abilities and your knowledge. Carry the energies into the future. That reminds me of the video I just watched, which again is an underlying message for me. You don't just go investing in things because everybody else is. It could be metals here. What metals are found on Neptune? What metals are found on the planet Neptune? Technically, they don't. I think it's... No, it's not copper. Iron, nickel. No, I don't know how to say that one. silicates. Rocky core, mostly iron. Water, ammonia, and methane. Hydrogen, helium, methane. Gives it the blue color. Minerals, Uranus and Neptune are called ice giants because major containment of ice compulsions. It's funny because when Neptune came out, no, Neptune didn't come out. When did Neptune come out? Before this came out, but I said Uranus too. When did that message come out? Okay. I just want one. Why do you keep giving me two? Coming into balance, absorbing the light, fifth dimension. I just want one, please, in regards to the overall energy. What is going on here? Just one. I keep getting the urge to wrap this up. Like there's so much, but it is like what comes next is unspoken, or your choice, your decisions. I guess it would be fear, which is a prime example because I worked something out in my head last night in regards to Mia, and it really boiled down to it's what she wanted to do. They want me to give you an example. It's what she wanted to do after prom. And I was like, well, how do you think your father feels? It was just big thing. It was like a struggle for me. And he was like, well, I trust you to do the right thing, and I trust you and this and that. And I'm sitting in my head, and my brain's going a mile a minute, and I'm thinking to myself, this doesn't have to do with trust. It has to do with me being uncomfortable with the situation. I have to ask myself, is she comfortable in this situation? Like, I don't really, it's the first time I really kind of broke it down. So I made sure it wasn't about me in order to make my decision. So ultimately I told her yes, but I was uncomfortable with it, but it wasn't about me. And as long as she really thought it through and she was comfortable with the scenario, then okay. So that might be happening here. So you are being asked to break something down in a way you normally wouldn't. And I don't think that has anything to do with being practical. It's something else. The practicality would be like a matrix thing. So I don't know if that will help anybody. Because Danny's like, well, she could have lied and said she wanted to go here and do this. And it's not about that. So it's really how you're looking at something here. You're really being asked to like really kind of like not really meditate or go within like that, but if that makes sense. But you're being asked to break it down in a way that you don't typically break it down to get your answer. Silver Dragon, access untapped. Yeah, accessing untapped. Whoo-wee, that kind of woke me up a little. Like, whoa, holy fuck. I gotta even. Ooh, okay. Ooh, that's got a lot of energy. Illuminate your potential with your higher light. Access untapped resources. Look into your soul. See higher possibility. And it's funny, wasn't it me and Amy that were going through that a second ago, where we're like, does it really come from your soul, your intuition? Ooh, this card has a shit ton of energy. So I think I'm going to just wrap it up. I wish there wasn't such a glare on that. right, see what I'm doing? I'm doing this for like photo, but that was way up. And now it's like I'm lining up the line. So something here can't be perfect. There's no such thing as perfecting something. It's just that's stalling. Or it's something you have to work through and figure out. Like this is definitely whatever decision you make next is not, you're not going to go about it in a practical way, or they don't want you to go about it in a practical way. Take the damn fucking opportunity, work with it. Don't go into it the way you would have 6 months ago or 10 years ago when you make this decision. Makes me think you're not going to want to make it, but you got to make it. I mean, you could go to a whole nother country and people are going to be bent out of shape. I don't know what this is, guys, but I'm going to leave it there. Drink some water. So there's definitely an ascension happening here, but whatever happened within this read might end up wearing you out because there's something really like light speed with this reading. Pay attention to your energy, like especially when you're driving, because you're feeling the energy, music, like who knows, just kind of be on top of your toes because something's moving fast. And it's you, it's energy, it's ascension, it's other things are, it's all parallel. Other things are going to come into play too, but I don't know. Fast car, fast decision, fast car, Chasey Chapman. Fast car. What's the song about fast car? What's the song about fast car? It's about my parents and how they meet each other at a very young age, but then they all go off and start new lives. So you could have a kid with somebody from a past life. What the fuck is this? Spirit's saying it's how you want to interpret it. It's just about a realistic story as well as a poor woman to escape certain cycles. She's with a guy that's unemployed. But it's really all about, she sings it from the perspective of a woman whose life isn't working out as she thought it would. There's so many different ways to look at this. I just got pulled to metal. 1988, the height of hair metal. Few expected fast car, but it's actually a very conscious acoustic about two young lovers yearning for each other. Perspective, guy. Perspective. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.